Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be talking about politics because you can, if you talk about politics, you can either be fine or everyone openly slaps you, because politics nowadays is a very sensitive subject with everybody doing whatever they want to get the presidency, saying whatever they want. And politics is kind of an unfair game. Americans sometimes don't know who exactly they're voting for, because we Americans don't necessarily think, we just do. Sometimes that can be a problem, but other times it can be a bad thing also. Basically, everything is a bad thing. Does that mean politics should be talked about? I think so. Politics is one of those things that we need to learn and talk about, because if we don't, then, well, how else are we gonna learn who's good and who's not?
We could have something here. Looking into it.
After all, we can't just vote for anybody. People have to observe. They have to, look at every candidate, do some research, and learn about how they act. I don't know, politics is such a sensitive subject. It's so over the top. And God forbid someone has a different opinion than you. God forbid someone has a different opinion. Nowadays, anybody will get offended about anything if they want to. It all depends on what they want to get offended by. Not what is actually offensive. And I honestly think we should be focusing on, like, actual real-world problems, like droughts, and other real-world problems, besides, worrying about... I don't even know where I'm going with this, but yeah, don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, so basically, just do some research on who you're voting for. That's all I can say about that. But who's better, Donald Trump or Hillary? I think they're both bad. And I really do think that they're both bad because of how they act.
How are we doing, Sargento?
Mi hermano, the Black Hand are running amok behind the lines. If you can help us out at all.
I'll keep my eyes open.
The bottom line is... they're both bad. So... You people can do with anybody who watches this, which is like nobody, can do with that information what they want. But who would I vote for? Well, personally, I wouldn't vote. I just wouldn't. I don't see the reason in voting. Voting just seems like a big hassle that I do not need. And secondly, because I'm not old enough to vote yet. If I was, I would not vote. because voting seems like too much of a stressful hassle, and I don't really need that. I never would need that. It all comes down to preference. It all comes down to what you believe in. Because really nobody really does research anymore, because why would you? It's all about what you believe in now. I believe in this, so I'm gonna choose this person. I believe in this, so I'm gonna choose that person. But when people start using religion or some other excuse to justify what they do, or what they want to do, it gets to a point where you're going off of something that was written thousands of years ago, or you're going off of a belief that has already died. Take hardcore Christians hating gay people, for example. They say it's unnatural. Yet, the Bible is all about a guy who rose from the dead, which is unnatural on its own, but also, like, can turn water into wine. So, it's these double standards that really hit home, you know? I don't think gay people are immoral. I think they're perfectly fine, and they are. But when you use religion to excuse that, to excuse being homophobic, then you have to understand that Jesus was also unnatural. He was also because if you're going off of that logic, then you also have to accept that God was unnatural, which immediately pokes a hole in your logic. I mean, you're going off of that thousands upon thousands of years. You're going off a book that was made thousands upon thousands of years old by a guy who was crucified. And why would you hate gays for that? Or any LGBTQ person? It really does not make sense. But that's hardcore Christians, I guess. I've never been a hardcore Christian. In fact, I don't believe I am a Christian at all. Because I just don't believe in God. And if you don't like that, then I don't care. Because like a giant person in the sky made everything in the universe. That's ridiculous to even think about. But if that's what you believe in, I don't care. You can believe in what you want, you can be what you want. I don't really care. But now, let's talk about Donald Trump, our current president. Honestly, it's kind of amazing to me how people even still support this guy, you know? Like...
That is the tomb of Otorongo's spouse, only recently unearthed. It seems great care was taken to bury it.
Like, how can you still support a president who tells people to inject themselves with Lysol? I mean, really? And it's not like building a giant wall is gonna cost a lot, even though the national debt is already in the trillions. So I mean, I don't know, people just don't seem to think when it comes to they do. So I mean, if you support Donald Trump, good for you, more power to you. Just, but as soon as you start like pushing into my face and saying I'm stupid for saying all these things, which are true, then I am gonna start getting picky with you because, you know, I do not support Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump is a bad president, and that's just that. I mean, look at the riots that happened after Donald Trump's inauguration. You never saw that shit during Obama's election, after Obama's inauguration. And why is that? Because people don't like Donald Trump. I'm not saying I like Hillary any better. I don't like Hillary either. Like I said, I think they're both bad. But it's all about perspective. How you see things. And when you compare the two,
Okay, then.
which one would you rather have? Now apparently, I heard that Hillary wanted to go to war with Russia, so, you know, that would be significantly more worse. But I feel like Trump has shown that he is incapable of doing anything beneficial, really. Because as far as I'm concerned, he has not done a single beneficial thing for the American people. And I'm sorry, and if you feel otherwise, then I would love you to name a few things. I would like you to name some things that he's done that have been beneficial to America. I invite you to explain to me because
If you don't mind.
Look out!
that cultured in politics. So in reality, I should have no say in any of this, but I don't know. I'm mostly out of video ideas, and I've actually wanted to talk about this for a bit, because I feel like it doesn't need to be talked about. Even if nobody watches these videos, besides like a few, 5 people maybe, on a good day. But yeah, let me know what you think about everything I talked about, and if you disagree with me, you can go ahead and explain why, and if you can't, then you should probably just, if you can't explain what you believe in, then oh well. If you can, then I would love to hear about it. So yeah, if you want, please like and subscribe. Again, if you want. I won't force you. But anyways, have a very nice day, and I'll see you guys next time.